So why is the strategic plan so important? Why is the strategic plan so important to me? And I think it really draws back on our last plan and some of the key successes that we really had from that experience. So if you think about it, I believe that experience gave us what I call true north, which gave us focus, which gave us direction, and gave us the real sense that we're all in this together. And there's really three key examples as to why that was the case. Think about our focus on safety. I'm not saying we wouldn't have tackled safety, but because we had it as a key part of our strategic plan, that already aligned resources to allow us to do it together. And in that effort, we saw a 30 to 40% reduction in our safety numbers. And I believe the strategic plan did have something to do with that. Also, was really excited about the focus that we put on customer service as a part of that effort. And I think now, we've always had a focus on customer service, but I think because of that effort, we're doing things now that no one else in our space, in our industry is doing. Then the strategic plan was really a key factor in making sure customer service rose to the top. We've got a culture for innovation like nobody else in state government. I would align that to a lot of the principles in our strategic plan. Think about that for a second. Innovation in government is really, really difficult. But because we've made that a key component of what we see in ourselves, we all now strive for that together. Do we fail occasionally? Yeah, but that's part of the culture. That's part of the cool aspects that allows us to do that. Dust ourselves off and go try again. I would tell you those are some of the things that came out of our last strategic plan. Key part of our new strategic plan is how we measure ourselves, how we measure the achievements of this plan. We really set the tone with the last strategic plan. And in the process of the last strategic plan, we measured ourselves against the other tolling agencies in this country. We would benchmark ourselves against our brethren in the industry, if you will. And through that process, I think we realized and learned that we have the opportunity to be the best. And what I love about that is our employees truly accept that challenge, and they love that challenge. It's great to be the cool kids in state government, because I really believe that's what we've done, and the strategic plan was a big part of that. This new strategic plan will no longer compare us to the other toll agencies. When you take a look at our values, it's going to compare us with who's best in the class with those different areas. So when we're talking about customer service, we're no longer going to compare ourselves to the New Jersey Turnpike. We're no longer going to compare ourselves to the Florida Turnpike. We're going to compare ourselves to Amazon and Verizon. We're going to compare ourselves to those not in our industry that do this the best. That's our new barometer. That's our new true north. That's going to be the new attributes of this strategic plan. What we've been able to do over the last several years is attract some amazing talent. We've got some folks with experience here of 10, 15, 25, 30 years. They do a great job for us. And in the process of the last few years, we've also been able to attract some young talent into the organization as well. This new strategic plan challenges them because of the type of employees, regardless of their years of experience, they want to be challenged here. They don't just want to show up to work every day, put in their time and go home. They want to be challenged. This strategic plan stretches us all in such a manner that we'll be challenged. We'll be challenged to be the best. We'll be challenged to be the best for our customers and our stakeholders. But through this experience, we're going to get there. It's important for us as part of the strategic plan to measure things that continue to change and evolve and ways in which we improve. So to give you an example, we don't need to measure the fact that when it snows, we plow snow. We know that. But what we do need to do is measure the effectiveness of how we're doing when we're plowing that snow in that storm, by district, by shed, in all areas and aspects. So a key component of this is making sure we're measuring the right things. And the right things aren't how many meetings we're having on a topic, it's how we're able to see significant change. That's the true component of what makes a strategic plan sharp. It's understanding that you're measuring the right things. I would hope, and I understand it's a big hope, is that all the employees will take a look at the strategic plan because it's their work. This is what they've asked us to focus on. I'd really ask them to spend some time on the values. Because for me, the last strategic plan, the values were the key part that meant the most. The safety components, the customer service components, innovation, all those sort of things came together, and we asked that we improved in all those areas. So I ask all our employees to take a look at these current values. After talking with them, we've slimmed them down. There are 5. We think there are 5 key things that that are important to them, important to the organization. And I ask that they focus on that, because in all aspects of our daily work, no matter what field location, which part of the organization they call home, there's opportunities to improve. And if we're not improving, then we're going the other way. And I know none of us want to be part of an organization that's going the other way. We want to continue to improve. And we really think we can do that through our values. So if we spend our time, spend our focus, start working together in all those areas, we're not just going to improve the Turnpike. We're going to improve Pennsylvania and the world around us. And what's been proven in the last strategic plan is that the world's going to watch. And that it's not going to be long until in these areas, the New Jersey Turnpike calls and says, hey, what are you doing on that responsibility thing? What are you doing for the environment? What are you doing for your people? We'd like to learn about that. And that's the place we want to be in, because we want to set the world on fire, because we can.